GM drops the changes on the 2023 Chevy Corvette C8 Z06. This is ridiculous. Let's go. Howdy folks, you on the Seek on the Speed 252 show. Scroll over to the right, click that subscribe button, and join this awesome community.
What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another episode of Seek on the Speed 252. I want to thank each and every one of you for pushing that play button. Thank you so much for joining this community. For all of you who have hit that subscribe button and helping us grow to 30,000 followers, you are awesome. And for everyone who already subscribed, I can't thank you enough. But as you all know, my YouTube car hauler recently got stolen. I made a previous video talking about that and talking about, filing a police report and all that good stuff. But after reading some of those comments on that video, I feel really saddened by some of the things that I read, some of the things that I saw. But before I get into that, I want to give a huge shout out to people who definitely have contributed to the YouTube car hauler, and I cannot thank you enough. And those people are Mr. Larry, I greatly appreciate your support with that. I can't thank you enough. Mr. James, I can't thank you enough as well. I really greatly appreciate your support. The next person is Anonymous. I don't know your name, but I greatly appreciate your donation as well. Mr. Emmett, I can't thank you enough for what you have contributed to the YouTube car hauler. Mr. Ron, I also appreciate you for contributing to the car hauler. I can't thank you enough. And also Anonymous, I'm greatly thankful for you as well. Words aren't enough to explain how excited I am to have each and every one of you part of the YouTube community. I'm not one of those same YouTubers who like to just stay at home, make videos either behind the screen or just in my surrounding area. I like to come out and meet you guys at events, give you guys the opportunity to meet me, give me the opportunity to meet you. The whole purpose of that YouTube car hauler was to be able to bring the Corvette that I own to these events to show you guys, to see you guys Corvettes and just have great conversation. Some of the comments, I'm not going to get into all the negative ones. I'm just going to get into at least one, maybe one or two, at least the one that comes off my head, which was somebody said, hey, you own a Corvette, you don't need a YouTube car hauler, or you own a Corvette, you can get your own YouTube car hauler. And the first car hauler that I bought, I save up my hard-earned money for the experience to give back to my followers and the experience for myself to meet my followers at events and bring the car. I'm not asking for one person to donate all the money to the YouTube car hauler. Give you a perfect example. If this video right now gets 3,000 views and everyone left $1.50, that would be plenty enough to actually get another YouTube car hauler, to use that car hauler to come to all the events that I usually attend when I come meet my followers of the channel. I truly love each and every single one of you for everything you have done to the channel, all the thumbs up, all the subscribe buttons, and I can't thank you enough. And in a sense, don't get me wrong, a lot of YouTubers make a lot of money off YouTube. I'm not one of those YouTubers. I still work a normal 9-to-5 job. Give you a perfect example. This bag of rags right here, this is a bag of rags I use to clean houses, toilets, and all that good stuff. This is dirty rags that I need to wash that I use. So I work a normal 9-to-5 just like everyone else. When you see this Corvette behind me, I have a good credit score because I don't buy a lot of stuff. I wear normal, shoes and clothes and things like that. And I went out and decided to purchase a car. I make a monthly payment on this car. I do not pay cash for a car because I don't have that type of money. There are a lot of big YouTubers who I can't get into names, have the money to just drop in a car and just have it. I make monthly payments, so I'm not one of those guys who do that, but I'm also one of those guys who likes to be honest, be transparent, come to the events, have a good conversation with people, introduce people to other people, and just have that experience that other YouTubers don't give the audience, which is go to events and just shake you guys' hand and say hello and thank you and just appreciate your support. For many, many years, I've gone to Corvette and Carlisle, other than 2020, and just wanted to go out of respect for myself and for the experience to be with you guys. That is one of the reasons why I use the car haulers. I've driven to California, Kentucky, New Jersey, Atlanta, Pennsylvania, sometimes on sleepless nights, and all that driving that I put in between that, I don't get paid for. YouTube doesn't pay me to drive to any of those events whatsoever. I do that out of the kindness of my heart. and I saved up that money for the YouTube car hauler because I want that experience with you guys. So I don't want this video to be longer than it needs to be. But once again, you know, some of the comments that I read was definitely not as good as I thought they was going to be. And all I'm asking for is just, you know, the audience to just help contribute to a car hauler that I can continue to give that experience to my audience. Once again, if, you know, one person obviously wants to donate to the car hauler and take care of it, that's completely fine. There's no judgment anywhere. But if this video gets 3,000 followers, 3,000 views, and each 3,000 follower or 3,000 views decide to leave $1.50, that literally covers a car hauler, and I would be more than grateful and thank you and really appreciative for each and every single one of you. The other thing I want to say is, you know, as you guys know, I have a Corvette behind me, and I want to do a giveaway. I miss doing those, and I want to get back to doing those. So as you guys can see right here, this is a floor mat out of the C8 Corvette. Brand new, still got the tag on it. I want to autograph this. I want to autograph it, and I want to give it away to one of the followers of the channel. I would love to see someone have this for themselves, whether they order in their future Corvette or whether they just want to frame it and put it in their own garage or in their man cave or their woman cave, whatever the case may be. I want to autograph this and give it to someone special. So with that being said, I'm going to do that as well. And for everyone that donates to the channel, to the YouTube car hauler, I can't thank you enough. Once again, you know, I really truly appreciate each and every single one of you from the bottom of my heart, and words aren't enough to describe how I feel about this community. Everyone who hit that thumbs up button, I'm so thankful for you. Everyone that hit that subscribe button to help us grow to 30,000 followers, I'm so thankful for you. And you know, I'm gonna put this clip in future videos because I want people to understand that this is also a giveaway. And I want people to understand my story, my background, and the love I have for you, everyone. The reason why I travel to all these events, you know, to sleep in cars. There have been plenty of times where I've drove to these events and just slept in my Trailblazer, just to be able to meet you guys and be there to support you all and you guys to be. So, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at future events.
Hey everyone, here's a picture of my old YouTube car hauler with me actually trailing it behind my Trailblazer heading to an event. Once again, if this video gets only 3,000 views and each follower leave $1.50, that would be more than enough to cover the YouTube car hauler. I greatly appreciate your donation. I will leave a link down in the description below to the GoFundMe and also in the comment section as well. Let's get into the new episode of Seagull Speed 252. What's up everyone? What's up everyone? What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and get into it. As we all know, the big news that came around as far as yesterday was everybody that wants a Z06 and that is on a list and spoken with their salesman or their dealerships was able to actually put in their order for their 2023 Corvette Z06. That is if your dealership actually gotten an allocation for your car. Obviously, you can give your order to the dealership, but without an allocation, they cannot place your order. So they kind of push you in a limbo status as far as that'll put you at 1,100 status. And when your car gets pushed into acceptance, that means you're at 3,000 status and your parts are being ordered. So everybody know that the process to put in your order for your 2023 Corvette Z06 was yesterday. Before I get into the rest of the details, do me a huge favor. Leave this video a humongous thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up for me right now. Also, hit that subscribe button. Become part of this awesome community. My goal is to grow to 30,000 followers by the end of this year, and I would love to have you part of that journey. Also, if you got an Instagram page, go over to Instagram, type in Seagull Speed 252, follow me there, and obviously feel free to check out my website if you would love to do so as well. So once again, back to yesterday. So much Chevy news was going insane. And I got a lot of inside information that I'm able to share that some people aren't able to share on their channel because I'm friends with the engineers. So with that being said, we all know that you were able to place your Z06 order yesterday. There were 196 allocations that were distributed throughout the United States as far as dealerships who were able to place order for Z06s. As we all know, a lot of the dealerships that we know that are big did not get those allocations. Some of those dealerships are Sioka, Mid-Mokum, Criswell, and so forth and so forth. Those three dealerships are three of the biggest dealerships that I know that did not get allocations. And those dealerships were an uproar. Now, there are other dealerships who sell lots of Corvettes as well that also did not get allocations. When I called some of my people to get some things answered, from what I was told was the system got messed up. There have been some new hires within the company who deals with allocations, and they did something in the computer and sent allocations to the wrong dealerships. For instance, I'm good friends with a lot of the engineers who designed the car, who created a car from the ground up. Those people have nothing to do with allocations whatsoever. They have nothing to do with allocations whatsoever. That is dealt with in another department. So supposedly these new hires typed in something in the computer completely wrong, which distributed the allocations completely wrong. Now, supposedly General Motors have gone through and fixed these things by the end of yesterday, but what I was told is not 100% correct. So please be patient with your dealership. Wait and see if they actually do get the allocation so you're able to actually truly place your order, because there's a lot of changes that has to be made. I mean, GM has dropped a lot of changes recently with the 2023 Chevy Corvette Z06 in order to help people push their orders through. But I will admit, I'm a huge fan of the 2023 Chevy Corvette Z06. But since the C8 has been announced, man, there's been a lot of mess going on with this car. A lot of mess. Prime example, originally, Chevrolet said they was going to make you sign a document that was going to state that you could not sell your Chevrolet Corvette Z06 within the first year of owning it. Can they legally do that? Some people says yes, some people say no. Another thing that Chevrolet wanted customers to do was, if you wanted to be an early guy to get the car, or an early girl, you would need to buy the carbon fiber wheel package. Now that also changed. Well, let me go back to 2020. When GM first dropped the C8 Corvette Stingray, most of the people that usually got their car first were the ones that was getting the Z51 package. So I'm not really surprised by this news. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't be forced to buy something if you actually don't want to buy that part in order to be the first to get the vehicle. But now what Chevrolet is saying is, you are not allowed to get carbon fiber visual and carbon flash wheels. Whereas before you could, but now you can't. So now if you decide to order carbon fiber visible Z07 package, you have to get carbon fiber wheels. Whereas some people wanted to save some cost. Let's be honest. Once this pricing came out, it was really a big deal for the Corvette world. I mean, the car was more expensive than a lot of people actually thought. And so with that being said, I think GM, with all these changes they have going on, I don't know for sure if they kind of know what they're doing. Think about it. It took them forever to come out with the pricing of this vehicle, and it had everyone on the edge of their seats for so long. Now that we have the pricing, now we know you have to sign a document so you can't sell the car within the first year. Now that you know that you actually have to get carbon fiber wheels along with the Z07 carbon fiber as well, visible, in order to get those combinations. And now we don't know what dealerships are getting allocations. That's been one of the biggest things that everybody was worried about in the first place, on top of the pricing. So it's just one of those things where GM is dropping a lot of changes with the 2023 Chevy Corvette Z06 as they go along, which I wish they would have had these things in place before they even released the price. But once again, a lot of the engineers that work on this car do not participate in those things. They hire new people. These new people messed up the system and send out the allocations to the wrong dealerships. So it's very possible that if your dealership called you yesterday and said, hey, we do have an allocation for you, less likely that allocation could be pulled back and they say, hey, unfortunately, they made a mistake. We was one of the dealerships that should not have gotten allocation, and now we have to actually wait until we get one. So I just wanted to release some of these changes that General Motors are dropping on the Z06. Once again, leave your comments down below on your thoughts on what's going on with the 2023 Corvette Chevrolet Z06. Do you think this is a mess? You think that the way they're handling these things is going well? What are your thoughts? Once again, give this video a huge thumbs up. I appreciate your support on this channel. Hit the subscribe button, become part of the 30,000 followers, and grow along this journey with us. And once again, if you are willing to donate to the YouTube Car Holler, the GoFundMe will be in the description below, and the link will also be in the comment section. And I cannot thank you enough. Once again, if 3,000 followers watch this video and they all left $1.50 only, that will be enough to cover the YouTube Car Holler. Once again, my name is Clarence, and I greatly appreciate your support on Seek on the Speed 252.